They don't come out and do this crap. The only time they do this crap is when a white person touches them. They're the racists. It's wrong for a white cop to kill a black person, that's for sure. But if it matters, it should matter at all times.
So what are you fighting for? What are you fighting for? You're not here to fight injustice. You're here to cause drama.
It's not about blacks. I am black. I'm not oppressed. I am free.
That's good for you. That's an individual person. What about a systemic issue?
I do what I want. You have the skills. This is a country where you have the skills. You want to do what you want. You do it. Stop forcing on people to accept that they're oppressed. They are not. I am not oppressed. I am black. Violence is wrong, period. It's not about blacks. The blacks kill blacks in black neighborhoods every single day. I've never seen a Black Lives Matter in those neighborhoods. But if a white person kill a black person, Black Lives Matter. Stop the hypocrisy. No.
Why don't you start?
I'm not carrying anything saying Black Lives Matter. People kill black.
What's up, guys? Welcome to a little common sense for you. And I just want to start by saying originally I was going to post one video a week, but I figured more content would be better for everyone. So I will now be posting 2 videos a week. This is a brand new channel. My last video only has 1 view. So this channel is just getting started. And the more it gets out there, the more common sense I can convince people to use. And so like and share. By all means, share the hell out of these videos. I don't care. Comment these videos. Duet these videos and talk shit about me. I don't care. If you like me, if you hate me, if you like what I'm saying, if you hate what I'm saying, any publicity is good publicity. So, like, share, subscribe, comment. Tell me I'm stupid. Tell me I'm evil and I'm racist. Do whatever you got to do, because quite frankly, all you're doing is helping me in that process. So to get started with today's video, a little Joe Biden gaffe. Oh man, they just keep coming. Every single day we get amazing Joe Biden gaffes. And like my last video, the media would allow you to believe that this man is not only physically but mentally sound and mentally capable of running our nation. However, we have eyes and ears, and Joey, we're starting to doubt you, bud. So check this out. Joe Biden with another teleprompter gaffe. Roll the footage.
Imagine what we can do next. 4 more years. Pause.
4 more years. Oh, Joe. Joe. So those of you who don't know, teleprompters not only tell you what you should say in a scroll, but they have actions on there as well. For instance, if you say, "Make America Great Again," it will say, "Pause for applause." And you're not supposed to read the action. You're just supposed to stop talking and wait for the applause to be done. Because every time you say, "Make America Great Again," someone's going to clap. Joe Biden decides to read the action. 4 more years. Pause. Joe, this is a man that runs our country, that is in control of the elected to be in control of the most powerful country in the world. And he has his finger on our nuclear buttons. And that, quite frankly, is the scariest thing. That, quite frankly, should keep you up at night. Now, you guys remember back in 2019, I believe it was, Donald Trump condemned actions on both sides of the Charleston riots. He condemned the people that were protesting the Robert E. Lee statue not be torn down, and he condemned the people on the other side that were for the statue being torn down, because there were violence on both sides of the rioters. Check it out. And remember, the mainstream media called him an anti-Semite and a Nazi sympathizer. You can't make this shit up.
I think there's blame on both sides, and I have no doubt about it, and you don't have any doubt about it either. And if you reported it accurately, you would say.
Kill the person. Heather hired Charlottesville. They showed up in Charlottesville to protest.
Excuse me. They didn't put themselves down as you, and you had some very bad people in that group. But you also had people that were very fine people on both sides. You had people in that group, excuse me, I saw the same pictures as you did. You had people in that group that were there to protest the taking down of, to them, a very, very important statue and the renaming of a park from Robert E. Lee to another name. Well, no, George Washington was a slave owner. Was George Washington a slave owner? So will George Washington now lose his status? Are we going to take down, excuse me, are we going to take down, are we going to?
Now, fast forward to 2024, we've got a bunch of anti-Semitic stuff going on right now on college campuses all across America. I touched on this in my last video. However, Joe Biden does exactly what Donald Trump did. He gave a politician answer and condemned both sides. He condemned the Jewish protesters and the Palestine protesters. Where's the media coverage? Where's Joe Biden is a Nazi sympathizer? Where's Joe Biden is anti-Semitic? You don't believe me? Here's Joe Biden condemning both sides of the argument.
Mr. President,
what's your message to the protesters?
do you condemn the anti-Semitic protests on college campuses?
I condemn the anti-Semitic protests. That's why I've set up a program to deal with that. I also condemn those who don't understand what's going on with the Palestinians and how they're being.
Should the Columbia University president resign?
I'd like to move on to something else. Drag queen story time. First of all, children should not be sitting in front of a man dressed like a hooker reading books about wieners and being transformed from a woman to a man and from a man to a woman. These kids, all they care about is if they get to go outside or if they get to watch Peppa Pig or if their little YouTube stars post another video. These are kids that only want to play and have fun, yet their parents are forcing them to listen and be indoctrinated by drag queens. Now, the video I'm about to show you is a drag queen pro-Palestine book reading. Check this out, and then I'll tell you what I think about it.
Today what we're going to do is we're going to shout, Free Palestine. Can I hear that?
Free Palestine!
If you're a drag queen and you know it, shout,
Free Palestine!
If you're a drag queen and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're a drag queen and you know it, shout, Free Palestine! Excellent.
I want to make one thing clear. If this drag queen were standing on the streets of Palestine, they wouldn't be standing there for long. I find it really funny that we're seeing LGBTQ flags and drag queens embracing Palestine when in fact they are hated by Palestine. Any sort of homosexual or cross-dressing or transgenderism, I'm going to call it, it's all punishable by death in Palestine. I touched on this again in my last video. If you are a drag queen, if you are a transgender, and you are for pro-Palestine and the freedom of Hamas, and I've got news for you. You are supporting people that hate your guts. You are supporting people that feel like you should not be alive. However, you are not educated enough to realize that. Now, these Ivy League college protests that are going on right now, these are Ivy League students, supposed to be the smartest students in the world, but they have no idea what they're protesting. I mean, don't take it from me. Let them tell you.
The main goal with tonight's protest?
I think the goal is just showing our support for Palestine and demanding that NYU stops. I honestly don't know all of what NYU's doing.
Is there something that NYU's doing?
I really don't know. I'm pretty sure they're... Do you know what NYU's doing? About what? About Israel. Why are we protesting here?
Palestine will be free! I wish I was more educated.
I'm not either.
Oh.
I came from Columbia. I was there up at Columbia and we came down. They said NYU students needed our support. So I came down. I heard there's lots of cops. Some people were saying it was getting dangerous.
No idea what you're protesting. None. Now, most of these protesters won't admit that they don't know what they're protesting. They'll just make some shit up and try to make it make sense to the camera. This woman actually looks to the person next to her who is wearing a mask outdoors in 2024. You know, that's how you spot a liberal. You pull up at a red light and you look over, and we all do it. You look over and you see someone in a car alone with a mask. Well, that person is a liberal, no doubt. Walking around, all of these protesters walking around outside with masks on in 2024. Liberals still living in the past because that's what they do. They live in the past. And it's a make-believe past. A past that actually didn't exist because they're uneducated and they're educated by the people who want to change the past. And that's highly unfortunate. Now, what is the White House correspondents doing right now? What is Biden's press secretary doing right now? While the world is in turmoil and there's war overseas and there's unrest on American streets and on American college campuses, where's she? What is she doing? Well, this is what she's doing.
It's a different world. Ooh, than where it come from. Here we go. Yes, it is now.
You know, I find this whole video sucks, first of all, okay? While the world is in turmoil, Biden's press secretary is dancing around, singing a song with her friends in the White House press room. But what I find funniest about this video is the man in this video in the middle, who obviously doesn't know the song they're singing, but he's mouthing words that don't exist. As a matter of fact, you can even see him when he actually knows a couple of words in the song, he gets loud. But he obviously has no idea what song they're singing, but he wants to be involved in this. I'm going to play it again and watch him, because this is the funniest shit you will see all day.
It's a different world. Ooh, than where it come from. Here we go. Yes, it is now.
Fake it till you make it, bro. Typical Democrat. Fake it till you make it. I love it. Congratulations. You're an idiot to everyone in the country. Oh, the world's in turmoil and our government are dancing and waving Ukrainian flags. And by the way, we just sent 61 billion more to Ukraine this week. And that, my friends, while Americans are here struggling, doesn't that piss you off? Because it sure pisses me off. Because my tax dollars are supposed to go to the people of this nation that need help. The people of this nation that are struggling. And why do I have to pay 49% taxes, and every time I go anywhere, I'm hitting potholes? Where's our money going? Where's our tax dollars going? Well, it's not going into Social Security. No, it's going to foreign nations. It's going to Ukraine. This, guys, is a problem that needs solved. Now, a little while ago, I posted a video of what the media would have you believe happened at a restaurant stop on the Joe Biden campaign and what actually happened. You know, the media it likes to say that Donald Trump speaks to a few, but Joe Biden is speaking to sellout rooms. You notice that they zoom in on Joe Biden so you can't see the crowd. Well, Joe Biden is literally speaking to dozens of people. You don't believe me? Here's what the media won't show you.
We're going to vote. We are going to take back Florida, and we're going to make sure that the true champion for reproductive health care.
I have more friends on Facebook. I have more followers on TikTok than Joe Biden has at one of his rallies. And I only have 30 followers on TikTok. Joe Biden literally speaking to dozens of people while in Harlem, New York, one of the most liberal cities in the state of New York. This is Donald Trump's welcome. Check it out.
As former President Trump visits a bodega.
This is the moment Mr. Trump arrived tonight. People lined up along 139th and Broadway as he made his way inside the Hamilton Heights bodega to meet with Jose Alba. Alba is the bodega worker who fatally stabbed a man in July of 2022 in a case of self-defense.
On Tuesday, he used a Harlem bodega as a backdrop to slam Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg for being what he calls soft on crimes that matter.
Without a doubt, very much supported here in Harlem.
4 more years, we love Trump, chanted by the people of Harlem, New York. If that don't tell you that Americans are waking up, then I don't know what will. Now, I wanted to prove to you guys that this drag queen indoctrination of our children is worse than you think it is. When you are throwing money at a drag queen and having it dance for your children, that's when it becomes a little something else. It's no longer drag queen story time, which is also despicable, but this grown man is now dancing for your child as your child gives this person money. Watch the video and tell me this isn't fucked up. That is disgusting, guys. You just gave your child money to give to a man to dance erotically in front of your child. Disgusting. That reminds me of those people that you see interviewed that say, they get asked the question, should a 9-year-old boy be allowed to have surgery and transition into a girl? And the answer is always yes. And then they ask the same people, should a 9-year-old child be able to get a tattoo? And the answer is always no. And the reason for the answer no is because it's permanent. And tattoo removal hurts. Is a transition from one gender to another permanent? Isn't it painful? Like, don't tattoo a heart with the word mom in it on that 9-year-old boy. But by all means, cut off his... Come on, guys. Come on. What kind of world are we living in? Thank you for watching these videos, guys. And I urge you to like and subscribe to my channel, because the more views I get, the more subscribers I get, and then I can bring on other conservative commentators. The conservative guys on YouTube and X and the conservative TikTokers that you know and love. So please like, subscribe, and share these videos. so I can get the viewers and subscribers to get these other people on my channel. Next video, I'm going to be talking about food and what KFC might be doing to their chicken that will surprise you and probably ruin your appetite. Thank you guys for watching. And remember, be vigilant. Question everything. Be skeptical. Because being a skeptic doesn't make you a conspiracy theorist or a racist. It makes you vigilant. And it makes you harder to control by the United States government. Fight treason. Stand up together. We are all Americans. No matter what color or belief you are. No matter what your religion or what your sexual preference is. No matter what your race is, we are all Americans. And as soon as we stop letting the mainstream media and the United States government separate us into groups, well, that's when we take back the government. And America and the American people become impossible to control by said media and said government. Stand up and support your First Amendment right, the freedom of speech and religion. My name is Bill, and I stand with Israel, and I support the Jewish population to the fullest. I support our oldest and most trusted ally, and I will never turn my back on Israel or the Jewish population. The Jewish people have had it harder than any other people in our history. And I dare you to find anyone who can dispute that. Google everything you need to Google to try to dispute what I just said. Because our men and women, our men in World War II, the French, the British, the American soldiers that fought to take down that evil man who led the SS and German soldiers to kill millions of Jewish people in Germany. I ask you to not let that fight be in vain. Do not let the death of our soldiers in World War II on the beaches of Normandy, don't let those deaths be in vain. Fight. Stand with the Jewish people. Be an American. Stand up against tyranny. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.